The Kong Show and Japan Today present reviews for movies opening the weekend starting November 14th. If you're in Japan thinking about a movie this coming weekend, you'll want to listen as we have some very critical reviews by Metropolis film critic Don Morton. How you doing, Don?
I'm doing well.
We're meeting this week, by the way, at the Pink Cow across from Don Quixote's in Roppongi. You can see some of their food in this scene right here in this shot. And you'll be hearing some restaurant noises in the background because, of course, we are in the restaurant. Let's get right to the movies. What films will you be reviewing this week?
We've got 5, starting with Devil's Knot, K-N-O-T. We have Paranoia. We have The Young and Prodigious T.S. Spivet. We have Short Term 12. And finally, Boyhood.
Let's start with the worst. First, what should we avoid?
Okay, Devil's Knot. This is by Adam Egoyan, the noted Canadian director, and it's kind of a mystery. In 1993, 3 8-year-old boys were murdered in the Tennessee woods. They convicted a couple of teenagers, but they were released later, and the crime remains unsolved. And it's already been the subject of 4 documentaries and a book or 2, so the real mystery is why Adam Egoyan feel the need to make this detailed, shallow police procedural dramatization.
And you're saying avoid Devil's Knot.
It's not a terrible movie. It is by Adam Egoyan after all, but not his best work.
Moving on to the next movie titled Paranoia.
Okay, it's about an ambitious hotshot tech genius who's fired by a highly competitive cell phone manufacturer, but hired again to infiltrate a rival company and steal a high-tech thingy or something. The main hook of this film is the participation of both Harrison Ford and Gary Oldman. But can that be bad? Well, they're just there to chew on the scenery and collect a paycheck. This is not Air Force One. And why ask the guy who makes fluff like Legally Blonde and The Ugly Truth to direct an industrial espionage action thriller? I don't know.
So you're saying save your money on Paranoia?
Absolutely.
Next movie is titled The Young and Prodigious T.S. Spivet. What's this about?
This is about a precocious Montana science whiz, 10 years old, who, unbeknownst to his parents, hops a freight to Washington, D.C. to accept a prestigious award from the Smithsonian for his perpetual motion invention. They don't know he's just 10 years old.
Wow.
He grooves on the Purple Mountains majesty of an idealized America, and it's kind of interesting to note that it was filmed in Canada. It's made in English by the guy who made Amélie, Jean-Pierre Jeunet, and this may be a bit twee for some.
Twee?
And his acceptance speech in D.C. is over-the-top manipulative. Still, it offers some inventive use of 3D. I enjoyed it. I have a high tolerance for whimsy.
Did you use the word twee?
Twee.
Twee, as in something you climb?
Something you climb a twee?
And what about this perpetual motion machine? Does it really work?
I can't tell you that. It's a sweet little, very colorful, very active movie. Great for kids because it's fun and it encourages education.
Let's move on to movies that we should see. This next one is titled Short Term
12. As I left the screening room, I just said, wow, because this was one of those movies that effortlessly and unpretentiously moved me. It's unforced, it's character-driven, and it's emotionally authentic. It's a look at the lives of those who undertake the day-to-day care of institutionalized self-destructive kids. And the subject doesn't thrill you, Kong?
Oh, it doesn't sound that great.
Yeah, but go see it anyway. The central character is Grace. It's a breakout role for Brie Larson. This is going to do for her what Winter's Bone did for Jennifer Lawrence. She handles her charges with skill and perspicacity while hiding her own mounting problems. This movie will make you, even you, Kong, a better person.
How about you? Has it made you a better person?
It did. I said, wow, as I left the theater.
There you go. 12 refers to what?
12 problem kids.
Did I hear you use the word purse capacity? As that's how much you can fit into a purse?
That's what purse capacity would describe. If I had said that, I said perspicacity, which means an unusual amount of insight.
Speaking of insight, you had a lot of that about this next movie titled Boyhood.
There's never been a movie like this, and it's very unlikely that there's going to be another, because it took 12 years to film.
Wow.
It's by Richard Linklater, who's not in a hurry. He made the Before trilogy with Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy, which spanned 18 years, 3 movies. And this is more ambitious. He records a 12-year period in the life of a young boy from age 6 to 18. He shoots a few days a year, and the boy seamlessly grows up before your eyes. Time becomes visible.
This is not special effects.
This is not. There are no special effects in this movie. The boy grows up before your eyes. Now, this would seem like a gimmick if there weren't so much more going on. The Mason's sister, the director's daughter, goes through her own changes, and actors Patricia Arquette, who's really terrific, and Ethan Hawke as his parents also change and age. And finally, if you look for it, you can even see Linklater's direction evolve into today's more confident, relaxed style. Bottom line, this is as close as one might come to capturing on film how people remember growing up.
3 hours, you said?
Almost.
So go to the bathroom before you go into the screening room.
Well, that brings things down, doesn't it?
Movie for the kids?
No, too long.
Boyhood. See it?
Absolutely.
Got a social question for you, Mr. Morton.
Yeah.
On a first date, at the end of the movie, do you stay to watch the credits all the way till the end, or do you leave at the end of the movie?
In my experience, that depends entirely on how bad you have to pee.
One more question for you, Mr. Morton.
Yep.
Your favorite place to get some great food before or after the movie?
That, of course, is the Pink Cow.
Pink Cow, where you have your bicycle club meetings.
My bike club meets here on the second Wednesday of every month.
And that's why we're here right now.
That's why we're here right now. I got to go do the meeting next.
All right. Thank you, Don Morton. Mr. Morton appears in The Kong Show, courtesy of Metropolis Magazine, where you can read all of his reviews. See you at the big screen, Don.
That's why we go to the movies.
See you